Good morning. So we're in Open G, and today I wanted to talk about and show some examples of tension. Because the blues is full of tension, alright? And it's full of wrong notes and that bring tension, yada yada. Anyway, I'm going to play something simple. Now I'm going to play that with no tension. I'm going to try because I have, it's so ingrained in me that it's hard for me to play it with no tension, alright? The first way I played it sounded way better because there's tension in it. When I'm bending this, or I'm sliding, like when I went up to my 4 chord and I was just going, there's no feeling there. So I'm playing a whole bunch of wrong notes in there, playing in between the notes, and that's where the tension comes from, right? So that's, because I can remember when I was young, and I was trying to learn, and I was listening, and I remember one time I was trying to play some Lightning Hopkins lick or something, and my roommate was a really good seasoned guitar player. He played rock, country, blues, all kinds of stuff, and professionally. And him and I were talking about this, and I was like, I'm not sounding, how come my lick doesn't sound as cool as what he's playing? And he said, because you're bending all the way up to the note, whereas he's just doing a micro bend, right, which adds tension. So I didn't figure this stuff out, that part by myself. He's the one that explained or articulated what I couldn't articulate at the time. All right? So it's the same thing with, if you know your pentatonic, and I've showed this before, but I've never explained the tension part, but if you know your first position pentatonic box, and let's say we're in G, if we were in standard tuning, this would be a G chord, but because this string is tuned down to a D, this is a G7, right? See how I'm not quite getting here? And it's the same thing with guys like B.B. King. If you listen to his playing, his bending, there's a lot of tension in his vibrato, right? Even when he's playing sweet, like he's playing in the major pentatonic scale. So this sounds a lot better than just going with no vibrato. I can I can hardly do it. That doesn't sound as good as. And this note here, by itself, doesn't fit. But as a passing tone, it adds tension, right? And that's why sliding down is important too, because you're playing a whole bunch of wrong notes, tension notes. But you're always landing back on to the right note, to the natural note, in tune. It's the same thing with this note here, bending. Son House and Robert Johnson and different players used bending to from your major third, or sorry, minor third to your major third. They're not quite getting there, but it adds tension. I'm doing the 7th, which adds tension. That's why it sounds good when you're doing these long sweeping, like Johnny Winter. One of the things I learned from him was when he would play, he had this very wide vibrato, right, which added a lot of tension. Sliding down. So when you're doing this scale, so just hold this position here, your G7. Now this is wrong because this is a G note, but it works. Okay, so I'm just going to break those down for somebody who's newer. So this is your G note. both of these. So your guitar, if it was in standard tuning, it would sound like this if you were playing a G chord. But now, so even though I'm doing that little micro bend on the G and it's wrong, it sounds right. If I was just to stay there, but I'm going somewhere. So this is my G, this is my G7. And this is a tension chord by itself because it has, even though you're playing your 4 chord, you know, the C, because it has this string tuned down, it has tension, right? It's a 7th. And if I'm doing a shuffle, everything sounds better when you're bending it because you're adding tension, right? So tension with the slide, and remember, if you're newer to slide, if you're not, if you are, I'm going to the fret. I'm not going over it. I'm going to the fret back. And then sliding down to that C, and then off to the G. So all those notes in between, they might be wrong, but they add tension, right? And then you're landing on your natural, or whatever they call it, note. So I'm landing on my G. If I go here, as long as I'm coming back to the 1. So everything leads back to the 1. That's why you're always, and you end the song, whatever song you're playing, on the 1 chord, right? So all that vibrato in between is what adds tension. So if you were playing, if you were in standard, because we're in open G now, in standard tuning, your pentatonic scale would be here. But because we're in open G, this is tuned down, so this note, or this position, because we're in open G and we're using 7ths, and all this stuff still works if you know your pentatonic bow. So here, I was just sliding, using all these notes, going to from my major, minor third to my major. That's why all the great slide players sound so great, is because they can slide down, they can slide up. They have a wide vibrato, a lot of them. It's like Sunhouse's Jinx Blues. So I'm only bending my major third, minor third, up to my major third. I'm just hinting at it to get that dissonant sound, which adds tension, right? So that's all I really have to say today. Just try to when you're learning to slide into your chords. Sometimes you'll just do a short vibrato. Sometimes you'll slide down into them. That's it. Thanks for watching.